Real reviews, live and unapologetic. New episodes every Thursday at 8 at vvclife.com.
This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVClife. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
No ticket.
All right, we're in the building. It is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Let me get another. There you go. Bring up the vibes. I got the whole team. We are short of a member or two or three, or don't even worry about the numbers. We're here for reviews, and I've got some OGs in the building, man. Eddie Lingo, aka Movie Lingo, is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Totally wrong button. I got irresistible bites _with_ Iris in the building. You know what I'm saying? She's got the plug on all type of Spanish beverages that I've never had, and then teases us that you could have had this if I was living up there, but I don't live up there, so you won't have it. So yeah, thanks. And as always, the janitor's on deck to keep the house clean. So let's talk about it, people. It's Thursday. Have you subscribed to the channel today? Have you hit that damn button, smack a like on there, and then follow irresistible _with_ bites, because she might have plates for sale. I don't know what any of the URL means, but it sounds like there might be some chicken available for sale. That's why you should follow her. You know what I'm saying?
Some chicken.
There's some chicken somewhere, baby. You know what I'm saying? Or some sexy Spanish drinks. You know what I mean? You got to follow Mr. Lingo here, because you never know what's going to happen on a movie set. You got to get the information firsthand from somebody who probably is not paying attention and does not give a fuck. And that's so. So anyway, also enjoy all of our wonderful posts and things that we release on all of our networks and channels. So much greatness going on. The numbers are going crazy, and we appreciate the love. So without further ado, we need to get into my first and almost favorite segment. This is called This.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
All right. So, with that being said, I relinquish command of the show to the man himself, Eddie Lingo.
All right. So this week, it's going to be a surprise to some people, but I think this man still needs to be recognized. I'm going with Chris Rock. And a lot of the younger people, they probably only know him because he got slapped by Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? And then he also had the headliner show with Chris Rock. But let's actually shout out Chris Rock's accolades. He's actually credited for producing over 24 different television and stand-ups. He actually is credited as the primary writer for almost all of his. Most of these stand-up comedians have a crew of writers, but he writes 90% of his stuff. As an actor, he's credited for 84 projects, and as a writer, he's credited for 31 projects. So, you know, he's actually just very active in almost every aspect. And of course, some of the roles that these younger people may not know him for, you got to go back and check him out. One of my favorite roles, even though it was small, was his role as the rib joint customer, and I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. You know, he was also Pookie in New Jack City, which I thought he did a great job there too, because I really felt like that he was never getting off them drugs. And as I mentioned, now Kevin Hart and Chris Rock, Headliners Only. You can see that on Netflix. That's available. That dropped November 30th. And one film that actually made me laugh out loud multiple times that I thought was going to be horrible, but maybe it's just a nostalgia. I haven't watched it in a while. But Pootie Tang, I have to make sure people know that that's actually out there for y'all.
Classic cinema.
Yes, sir. And that's it. You know, Chris Rock, I know that everybody's on the bandwagon because of the slap, but he's actually a very talented individual as far as a writer, producer, and he doesn't actually throw his name out on everything he does, and that's why I wanted to shut him out.
Word, that is a fact. You know, and I've heard a lot of white people say this.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
And I'm like, yo, that's some real shit, man.
I mean,
let's move to our next segment. All right, 8 crazy nights. Let's go.
This season, Columbia Pictures brings you Adam Sandler like you've never seen him before.
Please excuse me while I go take shower.
It's naughty.
Smell you later, Poopsicle.
It's nice.
They were giving out lobster bibs in the bathroom.
That's a germ protective for your tushy.
It's animated.
It's Christmas time.
Oh, my bad.
Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, featuring the new installment of the Hanukkah song.
All right. Let's do this, man. Let's have an honest conversation here. I'm the referee. I would like you to keep your comments in the space of honest, in the space. It doesn't have to be exactly honest. The next thing is let us try to be respectful of people's religious and racial backgrounds, and let us all be aware that this movie is skewed to stupid based on the fact that it just has a lot of stupid shit that white people just assume based off of the fact that they laugh at it, that every other person should laugh at it. So therefore, you have to give it a little bit of a, yeah, I mean, yeah. All right. Irresistible Bite _with_Iris. Can you tell us what the hell we just saw in the trailer?
What we just saw? Well, basically, Adam Sandler plays a character. The guy is supposed to be like 33 years old, and he's the asshole of the town of where they live at. And basically, he gets in trouble with the law and gets sentenced to do basically community service, and ends up making friends with the town, like basketball referee who'd been doing it for like 35 plus years. And in the end, basically, he turns out to be a better person. Kind of, I guess you could say.
Is it really? Is that what really happened? All right. So, do you want to start with your highs and lows, or do you want Eddie to jump in and give you some time to breathe and meditate?
Yeah, go ahead. You can start with Eddie.
All right, Eddie, kicking on off with the real, son.
All right, so highs for me was, you know, it's good that they actually, Adam Sandler got an opportunity to do something, and I like that it was animated because it gave him a lot more freedom. You know, this is probably would have been awkward trying to watch some of the stuff play out if it was live action. I liked the animation, and some of the moments were pretty funny. I like the I like the fact that it had to be done within the time period of Hanukkah, the 8 days, so they had a really short amount of time. It wasn't going to be drawn out over like years. It's just definitely trying to get them there for Christmas. So I thought that was interesting how they tried to tie it in. But I mean, this community service story going into my lows is really it didn't matter what time of year it took place. This is a guy that he was just miserable. And yeah, he hated Hanukkah, he hated the holidays, and he hates people in general. But in my opinion, it felt like three different movies. The comedy was so hardcore slapstick and all over the place. And then you got it's a musical on top of that, which I know that was one of Adam Sandler's sticks, where he writes these creative songs and things of that nature to make you laugh. But it was too much singing, too much going on, and it kept taking me out of the movie, even when I was starting to actually get invested in the character himself with his transition and his relationship with Whitey, the older gentleman that he had to do his community service with. And then and also the characters, a lot of the characters' voices that Adam Sandler did himself was annoying. And I'm like, I just was, the whole time I was just kept looking at how much time do I have left watching this? And I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. We know with these movies, it's nothing to really keep you on the edge of your seat, because at the end of it, they're gonna find some way to make his heart warm, and he's gonna supposedly be a better person. And I honestly couldn't even finish it. I was like, I get it, and it had nothing to do with the fact that it was Hanukkah or whatever. It just wasn't pulling me in. Like I said, it felt like three different movies.
All right. Irresistible Bites with Iris.
Okay, so in regards to lows for this movie, I would have to say at some parts I just got really bored. I kind of like had to force myself through it. Like Eddie mentioned, the singing. I love that Adam Sandler loves to get creative with his music, which is great for him. But I feel like it was unnecessary for the movie. Maybe if he would have put like maybe one here and there, but it was like just too much singing for me, and then I would start getting bored. And the funny thing is I like musicals, but I don't feel like the type of movie it was supposed to be worked with it being a musical as well. It was just all over the place for me. And then in regards to highs, I'd have to say like the character of Whitey and his twin sister, their voices were utterly annoying, but I don't know, like I think at least for me, they had me rolling. Like every time they talked, every time they needed something like it within the movie, I was just like, oh my God, I don't know, they kind of remind me of that one scary movie character where it's like the guy with his strong hand. Like it's just that weird character in a movie. Like that's what those two were. And I don't know, it worked for me in regards to like just being hilarious. But yeah, that was the only high of that entire movie for me.
What? That was the only high you had?
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't your favorite film of the season?
No, not at all. Not at all.
This didn't warm your New York sensibilities and make you like miss, home and like New York talk and yay.
No, I mean, my next favorite would have to have been the deer. In the fucking movie. Like,
oh God, Miss Iris, you
like
are
that's it.
naughty. You are a naughty person, man. Tell you that.
Yeah.
The deer with the poop in their teeth. No.
Yeah, like and you see how garbage that is, and that was my second favorite out of the whole fucking movie. So I was just like, why'd I pick this shit? I think it's because when I saw it when I was younger, I thought it was like, oh, this is funny for during the time, because I guess in 2002 I didn't know no better. And like now I'm just like, what the fuck was I thinking? It was like an X that you think of and you're like, what the hell was I thinking?
That is a very interesting sentiment. Like
yeah. Yeah, that is like, why did I think you were cute? Oh, because you're not? Yeah.
Damn,
That's how That's how I felt about this movie.
So I didn't get to see the whole film. I've watched parts in different time periods of my life, and I'll be like, yo, I'm going to sit down and watch it. And then I get up and walk away, or I change the channel because, number one, the dialogue was always boring to me. I felt like the pacing was very slow. Number two thing is Adam Sandler's slapstick comedy is easily quick thing to put me to sleep. If there's nothing unique or challenging in the idea, it all like you can literally overlap most of his films and it's the same stuff. There's going to be a fart joke, there's going to be some clumsiness, there's going to be he's going to make the cruisy doopy number, and you'd be like that. You can just put the little checklist, and if you was to do shots based on those things, you'd literally die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be 1 for 1 every time. The other thing was, as much as I would give him credit for, I don't want to give him credit because it's like you are a Jewish kid that luckily found your way into Hollywood, and the Jewish community surrounded you and supported you for your evolution so you could do everything you wanted to do, no matter how subpar or, weak it is. Like, there's no black person I know that's going to get millions of dollar budgets to come and shoot these boring B-rated movies. Like, and then now to go to Netflix and probably got $300 million to shoot. But now, I will grant it, I think Adam Sandler has gotten better as he's gotten older, is because he's toned down the stupid stuff and then put up on better storytelling. Yay! Like, now that you've done that, I feel like you're I enjoy Adam Sandler now in his later years versus this earlier stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Agreed.
And other than that, I commend him, man. Like, because if I could, like, once again, I spent my whole life trying to find a Jewish girl to marry, so I could change my religion and become Jewish, and that way I could become way more successful in life. But obviously, it hasn't worked out. So I'm here with you guys. So
we love you, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I love you, man.
Wait, first of all, I didn't say I did it. My yeah, sure was for what Eddie said. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, nigga, whatever. All right. All right, let's go into rating mode. Let's rate the film.
Oh, hell no!
Oh my God. So is it a classic? Is it a good watch? Is it to catch me on streaming? Is it not doing it for me? Is it?
Oh, hell no!
Or if you ever show me this ever again, I will you in the face. So let's go with Eddie, man. Like, so for the portion of the film you did watch, how would you rate the film?
To be honest, I'm gonna just keep it at not doing it for me,
Okay, that's respectable. All right, Miss Iris, you completed the film, which gives you 100%. Thank you. And this is paint, ladies and gentlemen. This is paint. This is not ash. I just can't get the paint off my hands. So
he's a hardworking man.
Yeah. So, ma'am, classic, good watch, catch it on streaming. Not doing it for me, is it?
Oh, hell no!
Or if you ever show me this again, I'll. So, which one you want to do?
I'm gonna say it's not doing it for me.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Okay. Maybe if there was more Latina representation, would it go higher?
No, not at all. It had nothing to do with, what was casted in there. I mean, it was a Jewish-based movie. So, I mean, I expected the characters to be, who they were. I do like that they had, like, the token Asian guy that was there, played by Rob Schneider. But, yeah, just less musicals and less stupid.
I am definitely
would have made it better.
I would have definitely enjoyed it. And that's another thing. I don't like his songs like that. And he's gone on tour with the songs and have done Carnegie Hall. And I'll be like, what in the world do y'all see?
And that's honestly why I didn't watch it back then. We actually didn't do it with initial impressions, but I skipped it on purpose because I don't care for those songs. I'm like, well, good for Adam Sandler. Glad he's got a movie representing, the Jewish community. But I skipped it because of those songs.
Word. Yeah, man. All right. That was our tribute throwback film of the week. It is time to get into the news because that's what y'all been waiting for. Okay, the Blackening sequel in the works with Dwayne Perkins, Tracy Oliver, and E. Brian Dobbins. After the obvious success of the first film, because they only gave him like $200, a pack of bubble gum and a half-used box of condoms to shoot a film, and the thing then did like 30, 40, 50 $million. Of course, they're gonna green light the second one, and they'll give him $400 and 2 unopened packs of condoms, and probably a tray of chicken wings, so they can do it. They can do it up big. So, did y'all watch the first Blackening?
Yes.
No.
Okay. All right. So, Eddie, what did you think of the film? You don't have to go into a soliloquy, but
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's actually the first show that I was brought in with Real Reviews. We did the review on that, but I basically sum it up with it was cool. But I had higher expectations, so for me it was like a catch on streaming. But I did say, and I'm hoping that this is where they're going, where we can get another with a whole different crew of people. Like, don't try to bring these same people back and put them in a scenario. Just give me a whole nother Blackening situation. And then we can just keep it coming again, keep elevating the writing and the comedy and the cast. And I would love that.
I definitely agree. Iris, no, you don't do horror at all?
No, I do. I like horror. I'm not really big into like horror comedy movies. It just like, I honestly, a lot of movies, comedy horror movies that people are just like, oh my God, it's so good. Everybody's seen them. I've probably seen like bits and pieces, like those scary movies, like the one I was talking about with I'm a strong hand. I think I've seen that clip from the movie. I have actually not seen the whole movie, the entire series, any of those. I don't know.
What movie had the strong hand? What is that about?
That was a scary movie.
That was a scary movie.
Oh, okay, guys.
Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces of like all of them, but I don't know, they just don't hold my attention. It's either you're comedy, then stick with that. If you're scary, then stick with that. But a combination of the two where it's just like stupid with trying to throw some scary shit in it, it's like, all right, let's change the channel. What else is on? Let's, throw on some Fox.
I think it might have been 2. Scary movie 2. It was Scary Movie 2, my bad.
Oh, Scary Movie 2.
No, you're totally fine. The Kitchen, a Netflix film, is Daniel Kaluuya's makes his directorial debut into a dystopian future with The Kitchen. I did not know this was Daniel Kaluuya's film debut, but I'm super proud of it, man. And maybe one day we'll watch the trailer. But if it comes out, y'all should go and support Daniel Kaluuya and his directorial debut. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to move on to the next thing. What I got on this lineup? You know what I'm saying? Let's watch the whites be happy. Let's do this.
So excited for Wolves reuniting with Brad Pitt, the other dynamic
pretty boy Pitt. Yeah, he needed work. He's an up and comer.
Feel like no time has passed between you two?
No, it feels like a lot of time has passed. Too much time.
Did you ever pull a prank on Brad?
The act of not pulling a prank.
That was the problem. It's the fact that he did not pull a prank. He's notorious for pranks. He'll write pranks out for years. And there was much pranking going on. It was brutal.
Don't win anything ever?
Because we're thieves. Yeah. We're thieves.
Once I stole a 67 Chevy.
Did you really? I steal hearts.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so apparently they're working on a new film together, of which I didn't look up, but I thought the video clip was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Iris. You know what film they're working on?
No, I've just, man, woohoo, like, don't care.
Well, I care because I know they totally ripped apart that Ocean's 11 script and added their own dialogue, and their dialogue and their chemistry, in my opinion, was the best thing about the first couple of Ocean's movies. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with whatever script they get next.
You talk to him, boy. I love Daniel. Whatever I was about to call him, Daniel Craig. You know,
George Clooney, Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt, they are
white people confused.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, I love them when they get in films together. That buddy, just it's great, and I love them individually. I love what they do in films. I'm a huge George Clooney fan. His liquor tastes like crap, but you know what I'm saying, everything else perfectly great. So yes, you should have gone with like Irish whiskey, or you shouldn't be dibbling dabbling into South American beverages. That's just you. Did I have to say that? But whatever. Let's move right along. Now we know Aquaman comes out tonight. So we've got to talk about a little, we got to give y'all a little insight into the film. So let's go.
Black Manta is not just driven by hate. I'm gonna kill Aquaman and destroy everything he holds dear. He's driven by love. His father was killed by Aquaman, who had an opportunity to show mercy, but didn't. I'm gonna murder his family, even if I have to destroy the planet to do it. This need for vengeance haunts him night and day. We stumbled upon something big here, Doc.
They end up discovering the lost kingdom of Necros.
Manta finds this trident and takes on the power.
He's possessed by the spirit of evil.
He's more powerful than ever. He has a whole new Manta suit, whole new Manta look.
James elevated the game in terms of the scale. You have two titans clashing against each other. I'm excited about giving the audience something cool to see. And I'm rooting for the villain.
Yeah, man. Great build up for something nobody really cares about. We are definitely making sure that Iris is not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I know you love Jason Momoa and you just want to curl up on his rippled chest and
just motorboat his titties. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Save me, Aquaman. I know you want to help me run lines, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that does not make a good film. I mean, well, maybe, depending upon the genre.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you know. But for me, that's not was shooting the flag up the pole. So, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. First of all, shout out to them for having a black villain that probably hasn't abused a white woman. And shout out to them for giving Jason Momoa carte blanche to write his own script. They said they gave him the ability to throw away the first one, redo this one, even though they knew. I guess they were like, well, we already committed. Doesn't really matter if we're gonna reboot the series or not. Go ahead and do your thing. We'll just throw some money at it. Yeah, man. I guess I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Eddie, what you thinking?
I actually think that he as a villain in their universe is probably the best casting, and they're giving that character a better representation. I'm sad that he's gonna do a great job just for it to be scrapped, because if you watched any of the animated series, they always downplayed him like that character, like he was a joke. Even though in the comic books he was a worthy opponent, but in all the animated series, he was just annoying and consistent with his, with just being always like, you always show up at the wrong time. Goddamn. But in this one, in the film, they actually really bringing him out, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing his execution role. But I'm a little sad that he's going to probably be the best thing about the film that they're going to scrap after, because they're redoing the whole universe.
Yep. It'll be interesting to see who they hold on to and who they let go of. Iris, outside of rippled pecs, is there anything you're interested in and that you're excited to see in this film?
I'm actually excited to well, no, I don't want to say excited, but just curious to know, because there have been different reporting of whether Amber Heard was cut from the movie or not. There is one small clip from earlier teasers that you see that she is like locked inside of some type of like ship or whatever, and she's banging. So it looks like she's still in the movie, but everything after that, they haven't shown her in anything. So I'm
Right.
curious to know if she is still there or if they cut her out and how they would explain having her cut out if basically in this movie he's started a family and has a child.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Eddie.
I don't think she's cut out. I think they're just smart enough to not put her constantly in the trailer because it'll piss those people off that don't want her in there and they won't go see it. And then they're gonna spend their money and find out she is in the movie and they just gotta get over it because it's like her and the Flash, they don't have our skin color, so they get away with whatever the fuck they want.
Well, maybe they saw the effect of Johnathan Majors with his ex and they thought, hey, maybe we should keep the blacks and whites separate. So that might have been it. So let's move right along. I think, what is wrong with you?
What? Yes, like what the fuck? Where did that come from?
He needs Friday in his life. It's Thursday. The week's been rough. He needs Friday in his life. That's what it is.
That's what he. Yes, for real. Like,
it's been a rough week. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a rough week. Stop it, Jay. Stop it. All right. So, all right. Come on. Black news. Cruel intentions. Oh, fuck. Let's just move on. All right. I don't even want to. All right. Yeah. Let's just go. Angela Bassett to play President Mitchell in Netflix's 0 Day limited series reunites with Robert De Niro. You know he liked that chocolate.
I was like, you know, he liked that chocolate though.
Amber, look, let's have dinner on me, baby. So yeah, man, like I hope it's a series, right? Yep, it's a limited series.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is about, but I'm in. You know what I'm saying? You got old grandpa and my hot auntie in the building, so it is definitely going down. Charlie Brown. All right, so I see it. This is just about it. Okay, so since you guys wanted to know, I'll go back. Savannah Lee Smith and Sean Patrick Thomas to star in series adaptation of the popular 90s film. Iris, go ahead and rip it apart. I won't say a thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's not necessary. They made the first one and it was pretty good for the time period it came out. I mean, I feel like it covered all the 90s stereotypical genres that we were looking for back in the day, you know, which is fine. We all enjoy it. You know, we were all those teenage girls running, oh my God, we gotta see it. You know, so even back then when they made part 2, which was unnecessary because we didn't ask for no more, I feel like this series adaptation of it unnecessary. Ain't nobody asked for that shit.
But you know what?
So
about it, seeing an ignorantly wealthy black family, you know, having a life that doesn't require any attention whatsoever, and 2 young people within a wealthy black family, 2 wealthy black people fall in love and spend their time using other people with their money. Yeah. No. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I want to see that film. Give me some stupid wealthy black people and stupid wealthy American. Yo, let me tell y'all something. If y'all make these 2 black people less than stupid wealthy, they better not be 400,000s. Like, I don't want 400,000s. They need to be 200 mil and up. They better be crazy, ridiculous, dumb, wealthy. And they need to be using people, smacking people with money, and just as ignorant as the Cruel Intentions film was, because that's what made it great.
They need to be kind of wealthy where the police even hesitate to address anything that's going on out in their direction.
Exactly.
Yes.
The level of wealth.
And you also have to remember in the original storyline, the 2 main characters that they create this bet, they're brother and sister through marriage, even though they like to play with each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not blood related, but I don't know. It's like
it's
still family. It's like no, thank you. See, I could see it in the original casting.
Oh, we know what you're saying. We know what you're saying. And I'm gonna go to say play. If it's a black writer, it won't play out like that. It's gonna be
hope not, because I'm just
saying?
like we don't do that. We don't do that. No.
Maybe cousins 4-time removed.
No, there is no relation. We better not be connected by family in any kind of way.
Family, best friends, like my dad's best friend and his daughter and me. That's not incestuous. That's just we just grew up.
No, yeah, you just grew up.
That's a different story. That's a different story. But my mama and your daddy, we got married. We met when we was tiny kids. We grew up and just played with each other.
That wasn't the storyline. They didn't grow up together. They just they were all late teens when they were splopped together into this marriage. So I mean, and technically they really didn't. They didn't. I ain't trying to give away the movie, but ain't nothing fucking happening. You getting all squirmy for no goddamn reason. But anyway,
it was still implied. It was implied.
Word. And on to more atrocities committed by whites. Stop it, Tay! Stop it! Stop it! I'm sorry. Snapple. Golly, I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, Marvel Studios drops Johnathan Majors following guilty verdict for harassment and assault. Now, I saw multiple news clips that explain there were 4 charges. One was for aggravated assault and the other one was for like rape or something. Those 2 got thrown out, meaning that he was not guilty. It was one where it was for him like scratching her, and the other one was for something else. But it had nothing to do with it had nothing to do with him actively abusing her or harassing her. And quite contrary to all of the court proceedings, a lot of the videos and everything really showed that he was being treated crazy. But the world we live in. So like, you know what I mean? R.I.P. to Johnathan Majors' career. Iris.
Yeah, and to be honest, I saw the video too. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was a little rough with throwing her into the car, but it looked more of a get in there, close the door, and then I need to run away from this crazy bitch. And then when she latched onto him, he's trying to pull away. Like, no, get away from me, crazy. It's like I understand him handing her a little bit to push her away. She may have gotten hurt being pushed into the car, but actively grabbing her like is 2 different things. Because if she's doing something crazy, what your normal human response is to push that person away or get that person away from you and run.
Right. After I gave you the come to Jesus speech, after I gave you the State of the Union, and then she recorded all of the audio, and all you goofy chicks out there, not you, Iris, all the goofy chicks out here talking about why he got to talk like that and who he think he is. He a nigga that just secured probably $100 million acting deal, and his crazy white girlfriend that's going out doing cocaine partying every night is putting him in jeopardy. So yes, when I sit you down and say, hey, I'm going to be a great man and I have to represent my community, that's not that egotistical. Like, Jesus Louises. Like,
yeah, I'm sorry. I did not agree with the verdict. If there would have been actual footage of him punching her fucking lights out, then I would have been like, you know what? You got what you deserved. Because even if she's talking crazy, you should have just walked away and not busted her in her mouth. But that wasn't the case. So
you had keys to the crib. And gentlemen, stop giving everybody keys to your crib. Man.
Yes, stop it.
Giving people keys to your crib, man. First of all, it's new technology, man. It should be thumb codes or key codes. So that way I can change that from my phone on the couch. Nope, don't need you coming over here no more. And delete it. Like, what's y'all with this giving out keys? This ain't 1972, bro. This is 2023. So anyway. So all right, we got to move on to our last topic for tonight. Everybody get your tissues together. I got my tissues. This is going to be a tearjerker.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And when you start working a lot, you know, you have a team. Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, here's a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid.
That's crazy. I got one more clip. Did y'all anything y'all want to throw in before I go to the second clip?
No, but that should be a backlog conversation one of these days.
I'm definitely with it. Let me play the second clip.
So when you hear someone saying, "Oh, such and such made $10 million," no, that's not that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. That's right. Okay, so do the math. Now we have $5 million. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you grossed, sometimes not more. After what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. So I'm only human, and it seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I get that.
It wears on you, you know? Because what does that mean? What is that telling me?
What is it telling me? Yeah. And what does it tell me? Yeah.
You know? And if I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what am I doing? I'm sorry.
Lord Jesus. Woo. I don't know the ending part. That's the one that took me out, man. Like when the young lady's like, what does that say about me? I'm coming up right behind you. Like, damn, you a legend, and you can't get paid. So what the fuck am I doing here? Like, shit, do I need to get a McDonald's application? What the fuck is going on? Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And her math, I mean, it ain't mathing as much, but at the same time, like, I definitely get where you're coming from, man. They cut me a check for 10 mil and I end up with 3 or 4 mil. Man, that's a crazy life to be living, man. Tell her, first of all, Queen, let me say this. Fire the accountant. Because there's a lot of ways we can get you around that whole 50%. So let's do that first. Second of all, get you a lawyer that is savvy as hell, and then you cut off all of these extra niggas you don't need, and then let the lawyer be your manager. That'll be a lot better for you. So now it's one person, and now you are who you are. So you don't need 30%. So you need to scale that back, get that in about 10, maybe 15%. You know what I mean? And then the rest of that money, it's time to invest, man. You know what I mean? So, and you need to start, writing your own scripts, and you might need to start shooting your own stuff. So don't forget to DM Eddie Lingo right here, because you definitely need a director so we can make some things happen. And then Iris,
write it for.
Yeah, she's irresistible. So you always need somebody that's irresistible. You never know. She can stab somebody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah. So with that being said, that was the queen. That is just about it, man. I think we, for the first time ever, got through our entire docket, and I am super excited about it. Hey, so y'all ready to go to the next segment, or did y'all want to throw in anything else? Or
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so before we do that, let's go and take a note from our sponsor tonight. Get Naked. All right, the next film that we are going to review tonight is a Genie on Peacock. So let's get into his
birthday. I'm gonna take Eve to my mom's. My wife left me, and then I got fired. I want you out today. That's when I happened upon this old antique jewelry box. And then I rubbed it. Oh my God! Who are you?
I am a genie.
Yeah.
Your wish is my command.
Okay. I wish I had my very own camel. Ah! If you're an actual genie, that explains the whole 3 wishes thing.
Fairy tale stuff. Real genies, unlimited wishes.
I wish I had large pizza, pepperoni, extra cheese.
This is just a triangle of red bread.
Go and try it.
Wait an ever-loving minute. This is heaven.
It's the most wonderful.
This place is big.
You've obviously been inside that box slightly longer than you think.
How long are we talking about? Look what I found.
2,000 years?
What do you call it?
Oh, sanitizer.
Sanitizer. It's zesty.
I need to get my wife and kid to love me again.
Oh, boy, don't they? You got to keep them on a leash, man. You got to keep them on a leash, and that's what I'm saying, man. They're gonna embarrass you out in public. I don't think we ever watched the trailer for this. You know what I mean?
Nope.
So we were given an order to watch it, and of course, as the good soldiers we are, with the exception of one person, we won't say who that is. Me. Did not get a chance to watch the film. He will be fired soon, and I'll get it. I'm looking for my pink slip.
It'll be well written. It'll be well written.
It will be, definitely. My heart will be warmed, but I will be, cold on the exit. So anyway, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Who wants to go first with their highs and lows?
Your initial impression or no? I mean, I know we didn't watch the trailer, but
We didn't see the trailer. I wouldn't have-
Just watch the
Okay.
movie.
All right, highs and lows. Iris, you want it?
Sure. Why not? So lows. I love Melissa McCartney. She is one of my favorite actresses. Actually, I think she's pretty funny. The only thing I didn't like is that the fact of the matter is, are we doing spoilers? Yes, no, maybe.
You know what? Go for it. Go for it.
The character that she plays as the genie is supposed to be like old world, like Viking type shit. So I'm expecting someone to come out with at least a little bit of an accent. I understand she's a genie. She has the power to know multiple languages. That's perfectly fine. But why you got a Illinois accent, baby?
That's definitely a red flag.
Like, weren't you stuck in a freaking
2,000
base?
years.
But like, so it's like, I was expecting her to, come out and have like I don't know, something,
Yeah. Heard that accent.
and it just, just something. Even I don't know. I think that was like my low. Like, I feel like it didn't match well. That's And then my high, I would have to say, is even though you could predict what was going to happen at the end, that he was going to be able to go back in time. I liked that, he was able to restart and do everything. I don't know. I was in my happy-go-lucky feels, so it was warming to my soul.
Jasmine's face, like, what the hell are you talking about?
Hey, this is what happens when you don't do your homework.
Oh, all right. All right, so let me jump in here with highs and lows. For me, Melissa McCarthy is one of my faves. Her career, unfortunately, suffered because her husband has written and directed a lot of her stuff, and he sucks. But I'm glad that he was not attached to this project because I actually enjoyed it. Another high for me is that this wasn't your usual Christmas story where somebody needs their heart warmed at the end, or you got to work through some stupid ego drama between family. There was something that needed to be worked through. and that's gonna actually kind of lead to my lows. But just the story itself was a little bit different for me, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't really a Christmas story. It could have taken place at any time of the year. So that is a low. But I'm going back into my highs. The thing about the genie having unlimited wishes, I thought that was great, and that it wasn't just bound to him. He was allowed to let anybody get a wish off of his genie. And I was like, man, the possibilities are endless. And it was fun watching how some people didn't believe or took it lightly, or how people say things in general. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, I didn't mean that, because we just talk shit, And so I actually had fun watching it for that reason. And I going into my lows, I felt like this situation actually only happened over like a 2 to 3 week period. And I felt like the situation that he had to work through, I liked that he was trying to get his family back, because he was a workaholic. And I liked the way he used the opportunities with the genie to reconnect with his daughter. What I don't like in my lows is that it was only 2 weeks, and his fiance was ready to, or his wife, she was ready to keep it permanent. And when she left him because of his work, he changed immediately. Like, he was showing up nonstop. And that's something you don't get out of most people. It takes, like, when you watch these movies, normally the character, it takes like a long sequence of events to get them to wake up. And he immediately started showing up nonstop, trying to be there, trying to fix what he had messed up. And any normal woman would immediately be like, yo, I guess me saying I was gone made you wake up. Let's talk about it. Let's slowly get back into it. But she was immediately like, yeah, I see you trying, and now you and your daughter got a better relationship, so we should just keep it like that. And she was ready to bounce. That had me heated the whole movie. I'm like, why am I trying to get this woman back? So when we got the ending that we did, I was pissed. I was ready for him to just take this new friendship, the genie, and unlimited wishes, and then get the new rebound relationship with his daughter. And let's just say, tell your mom deuces. All right, we got this. We don't need her. If she gonna bail on me after 2 weeks, and I immediately started fixing what she left for, but she's like, nah, I'm good, then you're not for me. You're not loyal. Every time we watch one of these movies, loyalty, betrayal, I get all worked up, man. Anyway, but that's all I got for her. Oh, also the thing, like Iris said, with the lows, they wrote themselves into a corner a lot, because she was supposed to be so 2,211 years in the box, not knowing what the modern world has. But she was like when they was in the mall, he was like, well, I have the money. Boom. She brings up a credit card. Like, you don't know what a credit card is. Like, he had to explain so many other things to her, but then some things she was just immediately knowledgeable on. And they wrote themselves into that bubble, into that corner a lot. And I was like, yeah. But, that's just me being nitpicking as a writer. I'm done.
All right, so let me ask this question. Do you feel like this film could have been shorter if certain common sense wishes had been applied in the beginning?
Shorter? No. I feel like those dumb wishes had to play out for the entertainment of the movie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's just say he finds out that she's a genie. All right, and then instead of going, I'm going to do all of this stuff, just give it a wish of, yo, I wish that my wife would understand what the hell is going on and forgive me. Boom, done. Movie over, she moved back in, everything's done. And then, hey, I wish for $1 million or $10, $20 million. Movie's done. We're done, no financial issues, wife is back, and everything's good.
Well,
you want me to
if I could interject with that. There were certain rules in regards to wishes, and she couldn't manipulate the feelings of others. They had to be, she could help you with different situations to try to persuade that person, but she couldn't force things onto that person when it came to like feelings and love and stuff like that. So this is what happens when you don't watch the movie. And
Iris,
just,
I want you to know.
just
dump you real quick. We can
listen.
That was just flat. Go ahead.
Well, anyways, and just to add more from what Eddie was saying in regards to his low, I know the Christmas part of where he had his genie was of a 2-week span, but remember, she's been pissed, not just these 2 weeks. In the beginning of the movie, she states like, "Hey, when you fail me, that's one thing, but constantly failing your daughter, that's a no-no." So, in regards to her being fed up and being done, I don't believe it was just them 2 weeks. It's been so long, and I've been asking you to change for so long and be better that now it's too late. Like, I'm done. I've been
Let me get it.
asking
Now it's a debate.
Now it's a debate. No, but I'm just saying like that's what I understood from the movie, that it wasn't just this short period of time. It's not like, oh, it's been a month and I'm annoyed with you. It feels like it's been longer than that. And that's why she was tired.
Let me up the chain.
You know, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I completely understand. For me, the sanctity of marriage in regards to that aspect is, you know, from a religious standpoint, is these are your vows. This is a person you committed to. There's always going to be trials and tribulations and things like that. And when your man is out there working, busting his ass, why are you bitching? Yes, he doesn't want to miss these things. But you want your gorgeous apartment in New York, right? You want your bills paid, right?
They were on the Upper West Side.
All the lovely things that you have in your life, right? You know, it's not like he's out there chasing tail. He's out there busting his ass to provide for you guys. So I know for some women, it's like, oh, you're never available. You're not here. Yeah, motherfucker, because he's working. So me as a woman, I don't agree with her and how she handled it. But I think in the movie, it was that it had gone on for so long that she was just tired. At least that's what I got from it.
Okay, you done? I want to talk over you.
No,
Okay,
no, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So it was very apparent that she had been mad for a very long time. Okay, but my point was when you make a gesture to, like she did, to leave him because you've had enough, and then within those, not even within immediately the next night, he's showing up at the mother-in-law's house. He's showing up every day. Within those 2 weeks, he's immediately trying to resolve everything that you were pissed about. How he's never there, and all of a sudden he's there all the time. And that's my point. Like, you wanted him to wake up when you were fed up, okay? And then he immediately started fixing what you had a problem with. So her response should have been, "Oh, damn. I see you making an effort now. Let's work our way back to what we had." But she was immediately within 2 weeks. That's what I mean when I stress 2 weeks. 2 weeks of him showing her, okay, I'm here now. I'm here. And he's been nonstop and consistent. And she's like, "Oh man, you got a great relationship with your daughter again." Within those 2 weeks, she was just like, it's almost like once she stepped out, she was like, "I like my freedom, you know. Why don't you just keep working on your daughter and I'm gonna go do me?" And that made me feel like then you was never really the one for me to begin with, because I felt like he immediately started addressing what her issues were, and now they should have been working towards getting back. And going after 2 weeks of just being like, "Yeah, you know what? I think we're good like this. Let's do it long term." That is a betrayal, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree with you with that in regards to betrayal. But I mean, at the same time, it's like I have to get to the point that I gotta leave you for you to do what you need to do and be present. And how long is it gonna last? Is it just gonna last through the Christmas and then all of a sudden you're just gonna go back to your stupid shit?
But then that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, okay, I see you trying. Let's slowly get back into it.
Into the movie, but yeah.
But I'm saying that's why she should say, "I see you trying now. Let's slowly work back." But she had quit it. Yeah. She didn't say, "Oh, let's see how long this lasts. Let's see if you can be consistent. It's only been 2 weeks, but let's take our time." She was like, "Oh, you and your daughter good now. Let's just go our separate ways." That don't make sense to me.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I agree with you there. That doesn't make sense. And I believe that if you're married and you've done your vows, then you work through it. You figure out that, did you guys go to therapy? I mean, there has to be something that you're willing to do to work out your marriage, unless you both are like, I don't love you and you don't love me. This is dead. There's no point in trying. But he genuinely still loved her so much.
I hate it.
And it's like, I feel like her love, like she loved him, but she was no longer in love with him. That's how it felt.
So kept it rocking with my new homie and my daughter.
I've been like, you know what, Melissa gonna be my new wife. I left your ass for a white woman. Fuck it.
You know I like them plus size.
There you go. She got a little bit more cotton now. I don't blame him. That would have been my choice. I'd have been like, you know what, fine. I want you to wrap my arms around. I can't link my fingers, bitch. Fuck it.
I gotta be able to get it all now.
I guess it just depends on the length of your arms. I have little arms, so I don't have that ability.
Sure. Let's rate it. Let's rate it.
Okay.
What's your rating? Classic Good Watch, catch on streaming, not doing it for me.
Oh, hell no!
Or if you ever show me this again, I will slap you. Alrighty then, Iris, let's go.
I think it was a good watch.
I like. All right, Ellie, what is your determination? Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I did not mean to cut you off. Please tell us, why is it a good watch?
Oh, just because I enjoyed it. I mean, there were bits and pieces that were just like, oh, they could have fixed that. They could have tweaked that. But I think it was a good movie overall.
Very, very good. All right, Eddie Lingo. All right, what is your rating? Is it good? Is it good watch? Is it catch on streaming? Is it not doing it for me? Is it?
Oh, hell no!
Or if you ever show me this ever again, I will. All righty then. What is your determination, my friend?
Despite the betrayal, I think it's a good watch. I actually still really enjoyed the movie, and at least the relationship between the two leads, the Genie and the lead. I like the way that ended, so I still give it a good watch. I enjoyed it.
Now, with you guys giving it such high praise, do you feel like this is worthy enough to go into the lineup of greatest holiday films?
No.
Absolutely not. This story really could have happened at any time of year. It was really just about a workaholic using the Genie to get his family back, and it just happened to happen around the holidays.
Yeah, that's what it was. That shit could happen during the summer. At least they wouldn't have to been bundled up in all these clothes.
Yeah. That is a fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to move on. We've got trailers to get to so that we can get that up out of here. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Have to put the
Of magical Negroes.
There it is.
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview.
There's a recruiting class starting right now, and we got to get you in it.
Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I don't really understand.
It's easier to say.
What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us.
That's why we fight white discomfort every day. Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
The name needs a little updating, maybe like magical black people, or I guess that doesn't have the same ring.
You ready?
ready.
Oh, wow.
Your first client is a Jason Munn. His morale is far too low.
Hey.
Hey.
Darn it. I was hoping there was a station right next to him.
Oh, is this one spoken for?
No.
Yeah, it's actually fun and weirdly relaxing. It's like being a secret agent with none of the danger.
Hey, I'm Lizzie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's great.
Yeah, she's cool.
You kidding? Come on, man. She's smart and funny.
I know what you were doing going on about her. You're trying to set us up.
No, that's not what I was doing.
You cannot have a relationship with Lizzie now. Because if you don't put Jason first, everyone's magic will fail.
I've always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is. But maybe it shouldn't be.
I got a great plan to ask her out, but I'm gonna need your help. Do you think you could work your magic?
Hey, is he talking about me?
Hey.
Oh my, wait, are you?
But I've traveled a long way.
Someone defied the society. Who was it?
You didn't let her go like I told you. If you'd interfere with her or your client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
Even though we might never see each other again, I need you to know that what we had was real.
I'm curious to see how you gonna make it out of all this.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I was not the writer, creator, or director, or I have no parts of this film. But what I will like to say is, Jesus Christ, I wish I was. I wish that I could have been in the room when they were writing it. I was cousins to one of these people, because I just want to give every last one of those individuals a hug. I want to give them a kiss, and I want to say thank you for creating something so uncomfortable for me that I'm hoping and praying that it'll be uncomfortable for some other people. This triggers the shit out of me, but it tickles the shit out of me. So I'm tickle triggered. This is a weird space to exist in.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I didn't realize that's what the plot was going to be. Like, what? Your job is to make white people happy?
And then subsequently, the most dangerous person in the movie is a white girl. Tickle triggered.
Damn.
You're laughing at the same time. Johnathan Majors, help! He's going to be in the theater just, you know what I mean? So like,
just running.
I can't watch this film, sir. I can't watch. You know what I mean?
The homie was running.
I think people are gonna feel like, oh, this is they are really trying to what's the word for it? Like we're trying to make believe this ain't real, or they, I feel like people are gonna be trying to explain this away, like, oh no, that's not how really black people feel, and they'd be like, no, I've pretty much lived the majority of my life trying to keep white people from fucking shooting me or destroying my life or telling me no for some basic shit that I need. Like, of course you're never going to give me millions. You know what I'm saying? But, can I have enough to pay my fucking bills, you pieces of shit? I'm sorry. Damn it. Damn you, Jay. Damn you. I'm sorry.
Really, really racial episode.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe I should stay in the green room, and I'll let you guys go on without me. Go ahead, Eddie. Take it over, man. I'll be.
Yeah. One thing I will say about this thing, I can already tell you, I'm hoping to be wrong, but one of the issues that's really bothering me is how this one guy that they just newly recruited, if he doesn't follow the rules, everybody else loses their magic. Like, well, yeah. I know, and I know that they're trying to find a way to creatively point out a problem with, when white people fear things, they overreact and then the shit goes to hell. Yes. And then, then putting them in this scenario where they're trying to also give us a love story. So he loves this girl, and the trailer pretty much like, why do I want to go see this movie? Obviously we see he goes and he makes that sacrifice, even though they told him not to. So we're just going to basically watch for the last 10 minutes to find out if we're going to get the happy ending or the not so happy ending. I don't know. That this one, I mean, we're going to watch it because it's our job, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Because it's our job.
As review team.
I don't know. I want to see how this is going to play out. And what I'm more concerned about is if the white population see this movie and then they start doing stupid shit like, "Hey, are you a part of the league?"
Well, I promise you, my fiance won't be doing you like that.
You just de-escalated this situation. You was just a positive Negro that walked over here. Are you a part of the league? That because people are stupid. People are stupid, and I bet you, some people will say some stupid shit like that. Say some stupid ass shit like that.
Trigger tickle.
Yeah,
Tickle trigger. I don't know. What's the word, Jay?
I don't know what the hell.
Yeah. So I'm ready to move on to the next trailer. What we got, Jay?
Since I became your Chancellor, we have grown considerably as a country. It is time to show America and the world precisely what we are worth.
Madam Chancellor, Corporal Zuber.
You're here because you are nobody. You are not anybody. And that means I can trust you.
Yes, Chief. You will never be in control of this place ever again.
He's not dangerous, is he?
Everything's fine. The Chancellor couldn't be more pleased. And we like it when she's pleased, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Have some pride. Let me do my work and be grateful. Okay?
Okay. Sorry.
Without her, nothing makes sense! You do have a wonderful way with half-wit attention.
Yeah, I'd like to see her.
Is she expecting you?
I'm her husband.
Is she expecting you?
One expects their husband to enter a room.
When I became your Chancellor, I did so with a heavy heart. But just know, you fill me with all the love I'll ever need. And so, I bless you all, and I bless our love, always.
All right.
Molly. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the fact that they said that it was from the executive producer Succession has my interest, but really the only thing that's gonna really make me excited is if it has the writers. I feel like Succession is one of the greatest HBO original shows ever, and I thought it ended phenomenally where it didn't give you that happy ending, which is just phenomenal right across the board. So if you haven't watched that, go do it. But right now, what I'm seeing, there's really nothing about it that's making me like just be ready for the day that it drops. But I am going to give it a shot, hoping that it has Succession level writing. How about you, Iris?
I really don't give a crap about it. I didn't watch it. If I have to watch it because it's assigned to me to do so, then I will do it. But I have no words about it because I didn't even know it existed.
You talking about this trailer? I don't think this is out yet. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but
No, I mean, what's it called? Succession?
Succession. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
you might want to check it out.
Did it have a series at one point on Netflix?
It is. Succession is a series on HBO. It's original HBO original.
Oh, it's on
Max.
HBO. Oh, nope, haven't watched it. Didn't even notice it. I was too busy watching Bookie and Rap Shit.
Succession ended long before they dropped, but that's okay.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't. Yeah, I did. And the thing is, I have HBO Max where it, gives us recommendations, blah, 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 blah. Only thing that pops up for me is Gilded Age. I haven't seen anything about Succession at all. That's all
right.
like.
Well, if you tap into that Gilded Age, let me know, then we can review that too.
Okay. All right. I'll let you know if I want to watch a show about uppity white people. But okay.
JS, you got any feedback on that trailer?
I'll watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll watch it. Next trailer.
You talked to your dad recently?
Why?
Give us a call.
So where did you appear from? Oklahoma? I've never been anywhere but here. What were you doing with that big girl?
Get a lot of crazy ass foreigners mostly. How's it going, guys?
This here's Jackie.
Hi.
She needs a job. Said she'll do anything.
Yeah, you like guns?
Not really.
What the fuck you doing here then?
Got
A
him?
bit more powerful than a punch, huh?
Fuck yeah.
Call me when it's done.
What is this place? Huh? You don't understand. Get back in the car.
They found the body.
Looks like you've got your hands full.
Don't regret this.
We'll just need to fight back. I'm gonna tell them everything you ever did.
FBI, open up. Are you threatening me?
Yep.
Well, that was really stupid, honey.
You'll never fall in love, okay?
Mm.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't watch the trailer. Now I'm sad that I did because A24 does some weird ass shit, bro, and they always take these what the fuck turns. So like, shout out to them for the what the fuck turn, because the film looked crazy enough, and then you get towards the end, and you're going, what the hell is this? So shout out to them, man. Anybody?
The A24 logo intrigued me enough. I will watch it.
Yes, same here. I feel like I could probably predict what that entire movie is going to be about anyway, but I am curious to see if there's any macabre twists in that movie.
Great word. Great word. All right.
Thank you.
Next one.
When I hold it back in my hand, I know exactly what it is and what it will do. Its form is its function. That gives me peace.
Can I help you?
I'm the bricklayer.
Sir, this is urgent.
What am I looking at?
Victor Radek.
We need to bring Vale out of retirement.
What do you want?
Can an old friend stop by to say hello?
Someone's trying to blackmail the CIA.
He can bring down our entire global network. That's why I want you to go to Greece to fix it with her.
It's a big assignment for you. First time in the field, no supervisors?
I'm the supervisor.
Of course you are.
So what's our move?
I have to find him and end this.
You should have stayed where you were. Because now that you're back, it's going to be hard for you to leave again.
Clearly.
I warned you not to get involved.
You can't hide from me. I'll never, ever stop coming.
Oh, a little less cologne next time.
Yes, dear.
We're going on a manhunt, not building a chimney.
Never do a job without my tools.
Quantum Leaps. Aaron Eckhart stars in Bricklayer. Never leaving no stone unturned. What? Never imagined him being an action star. He's such a sweetheart in every movie. So this is going to be an interesting thing to watch. And then he had to put the voice on. Come on, the Batman voice. Like, yo, are we really doing that? Like, you could have been, whatever. I'm shutting up. Go ahead.
I don't have much for this one. I don't have much for this one.
Yeah. I mean, I like Nina what's her last name? Dobrev. I think her name is Dobrev. Nina Dobrev. Yeah, she's Bulgarian. From Canada though. I've liked her ever since Vampire Diaries. So
Which she abandoned us on that show, but anyway.
we're not gonna go there. But I will say is that I do like that she is trying to branch out and do more. So I'll probably just take a look at this movie and then we'll let you know if it's worth it or not.
Yeah, definitely gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, just check it out.
This last one I'm gonna play is for a discussion. Probably for me to solo, and damn, this is gonna be a heavily racial show. All right. American Fiction.
Are those human remains? You guys have a permit for that?
Shut the fuck up, Philip.
Cliff, you don't talk to me like that.
You want me to beat your ass?
I'm just...
Fuck out of here, Philip. I will eat your sweater vest for dinner.
Always been a fucking douche.
Listen, Mark, if you need some time off, why don't you go back and spend a little more time with your family?
You know that all successful writers are tormented by their families.
You look fat.
Okay.
Welcome home, baby.
How the fuck? I don't feel like much of the writer lately.
Your books change people's lives.
It's something I've written never changed your life.
Absolutely. My dining room table was wobbly as hell
My God.
before your last book came out. It was like perfect.
How's your brother doing?
I still live in Tucson. What's wrong with Tucson?
There's one gay bar and it's full of college kids. One of them asked me if I was Tyler Perry.
I mean, Tyler Perry lives in Atlanta, right?
Fuck you.
Any news?
Editors, they want a black book.
They have one. I'm black, and it's my book. Look at what they expect us to write.
Would you read an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, where you be going in a hurry like that? If and you got to know, I was going to the pharmacy.
Something's got to give.
If they want stereotypes, I'll give them one. What is this? Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack, that's black, right?
Nobody's gonna publish this.
Just want to rub their noses in it.
We love it.
What?
It is very, yes, that's it. I'm happy you said it and not me.
I wrote it. It's a joke. People want to love you, Monk. You should let them love all of you.
The going gets tough, gotta give a little more.
We sold the movie rights.
Yes! We think it is going to be the bestseller.
I'm sure white people on the Hamptons will delight in it.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be huge.
Can you stick around and help with Mother? I gotta get home. It's 8 a.m.
I'm not flying the fucking plane, Monk.
When the going gets tough, gotta.
All right, I'm gonna need you guys to clear out real quick because For whatever reason, I am destined to throw my life away and be shit on by the American Caucasian system. But this film is out today, and they've been talking about it for months. I've been excited for months. I've seen the original trailer. I've now subsequently seen the following trailer. I have searched for this film on streaming platforms to purchase. I've searched for it to be rented. I have checked on AMC. I've checked on Google. Guess what? I live in Baltimore City. It is probably a B-rated city, meaning that there's a million or less than a million people here, but there are close to 1 million. We have a significant number of movie theaters throughout our city and surrounding counties. I am an hour away from DC. Guess how many theaters this film is available at? Can anybody tell me? Does anybody want to take a stab at it? 0. Not 1. 0. 0 theaters. 0. From the middle point of downtown in the Inner Harbor all the way to an hour away, there are no theaters. Now, when you get to the downtown of, guess what, Washington, D.C., there are 3 theaters that provide this film for 1 showing per theater for the entire day for 3 days. Come on. Guess what else happened? There was another black film that was released a few months ago, Back on the Strip. Guess what? It was in theaters for 1 day. Guess what? There was another movie called The Outlaw Johnny Black. It was in theaters for 1 weekend, for 3 days, in 2 theaters. Y'all spend money on it. Y'all done shown all these awards all across the screen. Y'all proud of y'all niggas. Y'all, because they don't own none of the film. I know they don't own the goddamn film, but y'all done sprinkled the little awards. And we got this and that. Da, 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 da. But you don't want to put it in the theater? Come on, bro. I just want to see the movie. I really don't care about all of the racial implications. I just want to laugh. Okay, that last line was a lie. I just want to enjoy a film. And I'm sorry, I've seen a ton of comedies done by second and third rate directors from nobody actors dropping their pants and throwing penises everywhere and doing second rate acting jobs. And you trying to tell me you guys are so, I don't know what your problem is, Hollywood. I really don't. He is a first rate actor. What seems to be a smart, cutting-edge film with other great actors. God, Issa Rae is in the goddamn film. Come on! I can't get 1 theater in Baltimore? 1. I just can't get 1. For 1 show in a day, for 1 day. This is ridiculous. Explain it to me. Go in the comment section. Somebody, some exec from some studio somewhere, go in the comment. DM me. Look, I'm right there. That's my little handle. You can find me on. Tell me why. And please tell me it's not racial. Tell me like, oh, it's so busy. Because you could have dropped it last week because no movies came out last week. You goofily decided to drop this film in the midst of 2 major releases. A24 is dropping a monster film. And then also, Aquaman, which we know nobody's going to go see, but it's still technically a monster. Because we ain't got nothing else to do the week before Christmas than to go hard on this. So anyway, damn, Iris can't even get a goddamn theater either. Latina wanting to support some black people. She can't even get there. What's going on? All right, you don't want to put it in theaters? Then why can't it be on streaming? Just put it on stream for me to buy. What? I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. I'm done now because I know y'all ain't listening and y'all don't give a goddamn. Y'all just do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. And then y'all treat people like shit. And then you sit there and gaslight every fucking body like it's everybody else's fault and nobody else. Well, who else's fault would this be? Line the black people up whose fault it is for this being in theaters. Go ahead. Give me the 5 black people that's wrong for this. Now, and let's exclude all the other 295 white people that could have greenlit this to go anywhere. Shoot, there's a black theater up on Wrightstown Road that they can barely get some goddamn movies in it. You could have dumped it down there. And it's got 240 seaters. We would have gone up there and got our fried chicken and our watermelon like we always do, because that's the only thing. Hey, look, guess what? No white people go in there, so y'all have been safe. Goofball ass niggas, fucking get on my god. What do y'all think about the film? I mean, what do you trailer?
I think the trailer was phenomenal. I like how it points out that no matter how great we want to write, they have a certain narrative that they're only willing to get behind, you know.
Right.
And I thought it was iconic that Issa Rae was up there reading like that, and HBO has her putting out rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder how much of that did she really, if that's the project she really wanted to do now, or if she had something else in mind. But they were like, well, why don't we do rap shit first, and then we'll get back to this other project that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think all the things that they throwing out there is phenomenal. I thought it was a great trailer.
Word, Iris?
Yeah, I really did like the trailer. And I'm actually very upset that I cannot find a listing for it anywhere in my area either, here in South Florida. It's very, very upsetting because it's some bullshit. And I also, just from watching the trailer, it's true, just like Eddie was stating. Anyone of color, they have a specific narrative that they want to put out there. It's like it always like, oh, you're black, Hispanic, whatever. Oh, so we need that ghetto-ness from you. That's what we need. That's what we want to put out there for you. You know, and it's sad. It's sad because there are plenty of us who are educated and write beautifully. We got one right here, Eddie. I've read things that you have written, and it is phenomenal. And I feel like this movie really speaks on that whole situation. And for me not to be able to even find one, not one theater in my area, Fandango was like, we'll notify you if it pops up. Send us an email and we'll notify you. Is fucking ridiculous. And then it says, like, after it's in theaters, it'll be on Prime Video. So you're saying it's going to be in theaters, but you're just going to put it on live stream. And sometimes when things are just supposedly in the theater and then sent to just streaming, they sometimes get lost. Because there's things that we've caught on streaming that were really, really good. It was like a hidden gem that we're like, okay, why wasn't this publicized more? But I feel like they're like, oh, no, we publicized it. We made a trailer. We said we were putting it in theaters. Where the fuck at? Because I can't find one. So it's like, it's bullshit.
And like, I just want our community to be, cognizant of what's going on and be willing to take the extra steps. That's why when people ask me, well, why you don't just get the Fire Stick and get all this stuff for free? I'm like, because we need to support our own, man. This one thing to just put some eyeballs on something. It's another thing to put your money where your mouth is. Like, I didn't mind that summer with the guys. I was proud to pay that little $8. It's $8, bro. I spent that on a cheesesteak sub, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I pay for back on the strip. Cash, like, you know what I mean? I bought Blank Man. Like, I'm not about to go and find some illegal thing to download it. It's like, support our stuff, because if you don't, guess what? The thought process is, well, this is not making no money, so we don't need to keep putting it on different platforms. That's how the general populace thinks. If this is not working, we don't need to keep supporting it. So if we as in our community we need to first of all remove ourselves from these systems, meaning that, find the black theaters around the country, find the smaller theaters around the country that will show the joint. I know y'all be wanting to do these big distribution deals, but how many times do you got to catch the dick in the booty for before you learn to get up out of there? But go ahead, Eddie.
Some insight I have from the years I used to manage movie theaters is that it's not fully the execs, but they definitely, what they're doing is fucked up and it forces us into situations. But movies movies that they know people are going to flock to, they're pushing it everywhere. But then movies like this, they're actually they're charging the theaters more like, hey, you gotta basically rent this to put it in your theater. And so now the movie theater companies are deciding, do I think we're gonna get enough sales to make this back, still give them give them a majority percentage of the ticket sales, and will we sell enough concessions to make money ourselves? Because that's the way movie theaters make their money, is concessions, because they only get like a small percentage of the ticket sales. So not only with these movies do they have to pay to have it in their theater, then they gotta hope that they sell enough tickets and sell enough concession to profit. And that's where you're running into, even though you got a black theater that would love to show it, they don't know if they're gonna make any money on concession to, and they spend money to get it, and then they're still giving up a percentage of ticket sales. But will they make enough overall? And that's the fight.
And I feel like that comes down to understanding that certain things need to have a strategy. You know what I mean? And I hated I got a hookup too from Master P, but that street level promotion he did, where he was like, yo, call the theaters or buy this or do that. Like, he spent months and months and months promoting this film is coming out, support. So like, I knew what to do when it was time, you know what I mean? And when he wanted to do in theaters, he would be like, yo, reach out to this. If you got a theater and you want to bring it to your theater, cool, then you do whatever. So then, like, you can leave it on the audience. I wouldn't mind paying $300, $500 to have it in that black theater. I'll pay for it. And then I'll sell tickets $30 a piece if I got to. Go ahead. Me and the homies will get together and we'll fucking watch the movie. I mean, like, that's how the game is. When we want to support our own, that's how we got to mobilize in that way. And that was the point I was making before you jumped in, where it was like, yo, sometimes we got to step out of that system and have faith in our own community that, like, we've shot something really fire. If they had reached out, Issa and all them, and say, yo, we got together, we shot this, we want the community to stand behind us, I'm quite sure that'd be busloads and truckloads of people that would come out and support. The same way we support Tyler Perry, same way we support other indie people. Like, you give me when you give me something quality like that, that's intelligent and it's got a great message to it. Also it's got some comedy, it's entertaining. Bro, I can't wait to buy this. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm buying this joint. This is already bought in my mind. And every day I go to my little YouTube movie joint to see if it's in there, because the moment it's available, I'm snatching it. You know what I mean? I just hate this, bro. It really irritates me to see great stuff like this get swept under the rug. You know what I mean? And then it's like you telling a story about being disrespected, and then you literally are getting disrespected in the film that's you talking about being disrespected. That's crazy. But
yeah. I got two theaters here in Atlanta. They got shows from sun up to sundown, so at least I'll be able to watch it. At least Atlanta is not letting that shit slide to a certain degree. That's a couple of AMC theaters that got it, and Arrigo they got it. So 3 theaters sold.
Word.
In this big ass city.
Enjoy it for us, because unless I'm able to break away, I'm not going to be able to. You know what I mean? Are we shooting? Are we doing anything Sunday, or are we taking that time off?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, taking that time off because
that's right.
I won't be available.
Yeah, I mean, if you and me want to go with the new releases that just dropped, I'm down.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna see Iron Claw, but I might shoot up DC and go ahead and just try to hit a theater up there to see if I can see American Fiction. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I hate DC, bro. You gotta pay for parking everywhere, bro. It's not easy, bro. And it'd be expensive parking. It'd be like $3 to $5 an hour. Like,
yeah, Atlanta's on that level now too. And then some of that parking don't even be like legit, but you still
you still outside on the street. Somebody can throw a brick in your shit, and then boom, it's done. Like, pissed on your truck. You know what I mean? Took a dump in my bed or something like that, bro. Yo, DC crazy, bro. DC crazy. And then that's not even the worst of it. I gotta watch out for them damn cops. Yo, DC cops is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, what I do for my people, yo. What I do for my people. All right. It's that time to go home. I'm sorry to end it on a down note, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to give some shout outs? Iris, you want to tell people what it really is out in these streets?
You live life and then you die.
What What the fuck? God damn, girl. What you doing?
That's what it is. I mean, not that you may or may not have a great life, but that's what it is out in these streets. You live life and then you die.
Somebody get this girl boyfriend on the phone. God damn, yo, hey, she need a back rub, a booty rub, and some chips, man. Yo, get this nigga on the phone, man. We can't have this. You talking like you sleeping in bed alone at night. I'm the only one seeing this out here living the hard life. And anyway,
he said living the hard life.
Last time I boinked something with Genie. So Eddie Lingo, go ahead, man. Give them shout outs.
Yeah, we want to give a shout out to my fiance who's in town for the Christmas holiday and for the New Year. We're gonna be enjoying the next week. Also, give a shout out to the Dad Panther. We'll give a shout out to the Dad Panther. He couldn't be with us, but he's making some moves and he'll be back with us soon. And shout out to you guys. Like I said, we being consistent even with the holidays right upon us. We're still dropping shows, and I love this. I love this, and I can't wait to grow it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the whole team. Saturday, Spades at the crib. And Ill Will's making buffalo chicken dip. I never heard of it, but it sounds like it's going to be delicious.
It's good.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've had it. A mean buffalo chicken dip.
Word. They were like, I had a cousin, right? She just put like ground beef and cheese in a bowl. That shit was fucking delicious, and scooping that shit out. It was just like I was eating burger on a tortilla or something. It was kind of weird, but I enjoyed it. So like, I'm hoping it's the same vibes. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be Hennessy. And I'm sorry, dear, I don't know no Spanish drinks to make, so it's just gonna be Hennessy and whiskey because we old.
Gotcha.
I don't have no culture. Okay, I'm just being honest with you.
No, it's all right. I got you. Yeah, don't worry. I'll make a bottle of coquito and I'll overnight it.
You can send me one too.
Some coquito or some sangria.
Mm-hmm.
Talk sexy to me like that, you making me hot, girl. Woo! All right, we gotta get out of here.
And it has been a while for you. Damn.
Look at her face.
Freaking coquito. Who coquito? Got you.
This is the way you say it. It's the way you say it. Well, BBC Live Bro Reviews. We out of here. Peace.
No ticket.